I don't even know how to say it, but for me, I think real estate, or I don't know if it's real estate or what, but like leaving my job was like, I feel like it's the best thing I ever did. Like, I don't think I ever go back. Even though last year, I didn't make as much money as I made from my job, but the amount that I've grown is insane. Like, I've not been like this the last 7 years at my job. I've learned a shit ton of things about being an engineer, but me personally as a person, I don't think I had grown as much as I have grown the last year of like being self-employed and just trying to build out this business.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. Excited to be here today. Have another fantastic guest. I am excited about what she's building. I'm excited about how she's getting started. Not too long in the game, but long enough where she's putting some things in place that she is going to be a force to be reckoned with. And so I am so excited to introduce you all to Miss Elena Beatty. Miss Elena, how you doing today, ma'am?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, doing fantastic. Again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for giving us your time today. Greatly appreciate it. And so, listen, I want to dive right in. I want you to tell the people what your main focus is these days.
Yeah.
I would love for you to give us a little bit of an origin story. We want to know how you got started. We love the hero's journey, so want to hear that. And then, if you don't mind telling us what market you're operating in. And
Yeah.
so, Miss Elena, you have the floor, man.
Awesome. Hey, yeah. So right now my main focus is wholesaling, and I also just completed my first flip. So I'm going to transition a little bit more into wholesaling and flipping both. So let me tell you a little bit about my origin story. So I was before jumping full time into real estate. I was working as a mechanical engineer. So I was in that for like 7 whole years, and I was constantly, trying to find something else to do. So, like, I was selling on Facebook Marketplace, and me and my husband were flipping cars for a bit. And then I started selling on Amazon. And I mean, doing all these things is not like we didn't make money, but, the goal was to try to make enough money that I could replace what I earned from my job. And
Yep.
I mean, some people are able to do it with those other things, but the scale has to be so huge. And what I learned is when I first jumped into real estate, one deal replaces at least a month of income or more than of what I was making at my job. So um, I had I had joined a real estate mentorship for wholesaling, and that's how I got into wholesaling. Closed my first deal, and the company I was working for, actually, they decided that they were shutting down that location. So when that happened, I had closed my first deal, And it gave me that confidence to say, you know what, this is it. I'm not going to go look for another job. I'm going to go
mm,
all in on real estate. And
mm.
I did it. So it's been a year now. And I've, learned so much. Like starting off, it was driving for dollars to get my first deal. And then, I was like, I can't do this forever. Like, you need to find different ways to get deals. So then I started, getting lists and learning. But the whole last year was hustling. It was a lot of hustle for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, so after that, hustled for a bit and now, I'm just learning like, okay, it's time to build some real systems.
yeah,
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your story, the journey, where you are now. I love it. 7 years as a mechanical engineer, and you're sitting there like, yeah, I got to do something else. This can't be life. Like,
Yeah.
this is cool for 7 years, but no, I absolutely get it. And so I have a saying where I say destiny has no wasted moments,
For
right?
sure.
Meaning, no matter what we go through in life, there are different stops along the journey that make us who we are today.
Yeah.
And so there was that you had to be the mechanical engineer because it kind of was the fertilizer to where you are now. And
Right.
so I would love to know if you can pull out some words or some adjectives.
Mhm.
What has this journey taught you about yourself? Has it taught you consistency? Has it taught you discipline? Has it taught you stick to itiveness, right? Like, what has this journey
Yeah.
and along the destiny of moments, what have it taught you about you?
Yeah. Absolutely, consistency is
Yeah,
definitely one of those things, especially with wholesaling. If you're not consistent, the deals stop coming in.
gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
consistency is like super, super important.
yeah,
Um, Definitely the one word I think throughout this journey has been consistency. I think discipline wise, I've been always pretty good. For me, it's like if this is what I'm doing, there's no like slacking. Like I set my work hours and it's for work. It's not like
yeah,
just because I'm no longer at a job doesn't mean I don't have to work. So I set my work hours and it's for work, right? Like I act like this is my job now.
yeah,
Um, so I think that was really important because I mean, not to like point other people out, but I do see some people like, once they leave their job, yes, now you have time freedom, but especially when you're starting out, I think like it's very necessary to keep that rhythm of like, I'm still going to work these hours to build up my business, right? Like,
yes.
so I think that that's really important and making sure you're, doing what you need to do to get the deals done.
Absolutely. No, I totally agree that that regiment that so that's one thing about the 9 to 5 that it teach you. It teach you how to regiment your time, right?
Sure.
And if you can learn how to regiment your time, but then learn how to have access to your time yourself, it
Mhm.
changes everything. But you still need that discipline. And I love how you say consistency. There's a saying that says consistency beats intensity any day,
Right.
right? So when you can be consistent you don't always have to be intense. You have to be intentional, but
Yeah.
sometimes you don't have to be intense because the consistency put the systems in place. And so I love it. Again, I love the way you're thinking. Let me ask you this. You know, no, nothing is perfect. No deal is perfect. There's times that you have to pivot. Things don't always go the way we expect, right? So within your world, how have adversity showed its head in your journey? How has adversity showed its head, and what have you done to actually counteract or to overcome adversity?
Right. Okay. So, so, like I said, I was doing driving for dollars when I initially was getting deals.
Yeah.
and I was doing driver for dollars and sending direct mail. So when I closed on a couple deals, after I closed a couple deals, I was like, okay, this is tiring. I can't just be in my car driving every day. This is not what I quit my job for. I wasn't
Yeah.
planning to spend all my days every day in my car. I should have
Yes.
just
Yes.
stayed at
Yes.
my job if I was going to do that.
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna find a better way to find deals other than just me driving around or hiring somebody else to drive. At this point, I'm like, let me find a better way.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any more coaching or whatever. The coach that I had hired, that was it. That was the extent of what I learned was driving for dollars, finding my
Yeah.
first deal. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy this list. So I bought a really expensive list, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna mail this big ass list, and now I have some money, so I'm just gonna like send out a bunch of mail. And
Yeah.
it's a learning curve, right? Like I had the money, and I was like, I'm gonna send a lot of mail because from my driving for dollars list, I was getting, deals every like 2,000 pieces of mail. So I was
Yeah.
like, if I send 2,000 pieces of mail this week, I'll get a deal. And every week I'll send 2,000 pieces of mail and I'll get a deal, every week for 4 weeks. And then that money will roll into more marketing. But
Yeah.
that's not exactly what happened.
Oh wow. Uh-huh.
So I guess I kind of rolled the ball a little bit too quick.
Mhm.
Instead of trying to spread out that marketing budget, um, I kind of just spent it all really fast. And I got a lot of leads coming in, but me being newer to wholesaling and stuff, my sales process wasn't super nailed down. I was,
Gotcha.
I was winging it.
Yeah. Yeah.
My background is engineering, not really sales. So my sales skills are not the best, and on
Yeah.
top of it, like, for dispo, I didn't have this huge buyers list. Yes, I was part of masterminds and I had buyers, but these buyers were buying at very specific prices, so if it's just a little bit over what they can pay, then they can't buy it because, they have to adhere by rules by the hard money lenders and whatnot, so that they're able to get the money, that they used to buy. But if I had, buyers that were full cash or looking for different types of exit strategies, I may have been able to monetize some of those that I wasn't able to close, right? So I had these leads coming in, and then I didn't close anything. So like for a lot of months, like, 4 or 5 months, I closed other deals, but not from that marketing mail that I sent. I was able to close some JV deals and whatnot with other wholesalers just because I built my brand. So that's any
Yeah.
like just posting on social media and people seeing what you're doing. That helps a lot. Like
Yeah.
brought me like these JV opportunities and whatnot. But yeah, all the money I spent on marketing, nothing closed until, I was like, okay, I'm gonna send out, more mail because it works. Like I was getting leads in, but I wasn't closing anything. So I sent more mail and then I finally in December of last year, I closed on what I flipped, my first flip. So I instead of wholesaling that one, I decided, I'd make a bigger spread if I actually flipped this one.
Yeah.
So I closed on it and, it's under contract now. It's, like my flip is complete. It's under contract with the buyer and hopefully closing before the end of this month. So, definitely that was one big lesson was like, instead of like going so fast, not knowing what you're doing,
Yeah.
kind of slow it down, spread out the budget. But
Mm.
learning curve, you learn and you move on.
Yes, come on. Listen, you are a boss. I'm gonna tell you right now, not a boss in the making. You are a boss, and I love where your head is. I love the way you're going after things, even the way you're learning from your mistakes or missteps.
Mm,
Right? Like these are everything is an L. It's not a loss, it's just a lesson, right?
Right.
It's not a loss, it's just a lesson. So I love it. I love it. Let me ask you this. What is your next real goal? Like,
Mm.
what are you looking to solve or scale next?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah, sure. So this year, my goal is to do about 4 to 5 flips. So
Gotcha.
the first one will be closing. So my goal is to get another 4 more in the contract. The other goal that I have for myself is to build out that system for my
Yes,
wholesaling.
ma'am.
I guess I don't know if you want to call it wholesaling or like a lead flow, basically.
Okay.
I'm gonna like when those deals come in, I'm gonna decide if I want to keep them and flip them myself or keep them as rentals or
Yeah.
wholesale,
Gotcha.
depending on what comes in. So, like, building out that system, like a really good system that's, like, constantly generating leads because
Yes.
last year was kind of all over the place. I was getting some deals here and there. I was doing what needs to be done, but kind of all over the place without, like, a proper system. So I
Gotcha.
think building out that system, starting to, once I think what I'm gonna do is this is my goal for this year is to try to start, like, doing the task myself, documenting it, like, making sure, it's being done right, and then hiring out versus last year where I just randomly hired a cold caller. I didn't
Yeah.
have a plan. Was just like, "Here's the list, go start calling."
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I love what your headspace is. And so I want to ask you this. We haven't talked about it much, but I
Mhm,
still want to get your perspective on this. Relationships,
mhm.
relationship building in business. Has it served you well? Do you put a premium on it? Like, tell me your relationship building style. Tell me about building relationships. I guess we have mentioned it a little bit, but yeah, I want to hear your perspective when it comes to
Yeah,
relationships.
absolutely. I think relationships are so, so, so important. As soon as I joined the first coaching program, and I closed on my first deal, I knew like that I wanted to continue to have that like mentorship, coaching, somebody like kind of behind my back. And it's even the accountability. Like I do think
Yeah.
like fast tracked my success a lot. Like for the first deal for sure. And then I started looking for more mentorship or coaching opportunities, and I ended up joining a mastermind called My Tribe. It's local, the people are local, so I'm building relationship with investors locally. And honestly, like all the deals that I've sold to investors that are part of my group because we've built relationships.
Yeah.
And these relationships also have helped me a lot because when I have a deal come through, I have somebody that I can call that's already an expert that's done this so many times. I call them and I'm like, "Hey, I have this deal. Where it is, like what I think the ARV is. I can talk through it." And they can tell me, "Hey, is this a good deal, not a good deal? What are some places I can go find funding?" And then like I'm showing the group like, "Hey, this is what I'm planning to do," and they're giving me like feedback, like, "Don't forget to do this and this and this." And it's I value the relationships a lot, and I think it's tremendously helped me, and just being around the community and other people doing the thing. I've learned so many like new strategies and um, just so much
Yeah.
good stuff from like having a good community around you.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have been able to get to where I am and also have like the confidence to do some things that I do without like
Yeah.
the community around me for sure.
I love it. Community is everything, and I say community is, and I get this from somebody else. This is not an original thought, but
Mhm.
community is common unity. When you
Absolutely.
find some people you can have common unity with, it
Mhm,
changes everything. It literally fosters a healthy ecosystem where things grow. And
mhm,
like you said, we start sharing references, we start having accountability, and
mhm.
that improves your financial health, which can improve your physical health, which can improve your mental health. Like having the right community around you changes everything. And so
Yeah.
I'm glad you identify that and see that. Let me ask you this, Miss Elena. Is
Mhm,
there anything that I have not brought up that
mhm,
you want to talk about? Or and is there anything like any kind of other words of motivation, education, inspiration that you
mhm.
want to give our listeners? If there's anything like that, I would love to hear it.
Yeah, sure. I think the main things that I think that I already touched on a little bit, but consistency, super, super important, especially when I
Good.
was doing the driving for dollars and stuff like that. And I actually also started coaching a little bit. So I coached about 2 people into their first deal. So super excited about that. And they closed on
Good.
their deals and we're really excited. And I think accountability is underrated. Like,
Come on and talk. Come on and talk. Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
Please continue. Please
I
continue.
really do think accountability is underrated because even for myself, like if I didn't have the coach behind my back, although he already told me what to do,
Mm,
there's a higher likelihood that I wouldn't have closed this first deal because like when you have that like okay, I have a call this week, I have to do what I said I was going to do, you do the thing that you said you were
yeah.
going to do.
Mhm.
It's like having a coach at the gym or whatever,
Yep.
like if you say you're going to be there at 5 a.m., he's going to or he or she is going to be there at 5 a.m., so you got to be there.
Yep.
um I do think like people like a lot of people think like okay, I'm spending so much money but like I can get all this information for free,
Mm,
but they don't realize that having like that person to like push you
yeah.
has so much value and also
So,
like answer questions and stuff. But
mhm,
I think having that like person to push you has so much value.
yeah.
I do think accountability is huge, and community, like you said, the community plays a huge role. The people around you that you're surrounding yourself with, like they said, right? You're the average of the 5 people around you or whatever.
Yep.
I, I
Mm,
I I truly believe in that. And then I think one last thing is like I don't even know how to say it, but for me, I think real estate, or I don't know if it's real estate or what, but like leaving my job was like I feel like it's the best thing I ever did. Like I don't think I ever go back. Even though last year, I didn't make as much money as I made from my job,
mm,
but the amount that I've grown is insane. Like
mm,
I've not been like this the last 7 years at my job. I've learned a shit ton of things about being an engineer, but me personally as a person, I don't think I had grown as much as I have grown the last year of like being self-employed and just trying to build out this business.
I appreciate you so much. One word that has grown me over the last 7 to 8 years in business, in my personal life, even in my health,
Mhm.
finances. If I could put one word, it's the word accountability.
Yeah.
And so I hear you. Like I got chills even right now because that word has transformed my life.
Yeah.
And so I'm so glad you spoke on it. I'm so glad you spoke on it in an eloquent way because accountability will change your life. And I mean, and you and I were witness to it. I mean, I guess we can't speak for other people, but
Right.
in our experience, it's really helped us and impacted us. And so
Absolutely.
I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
Um, Miss Elena, listen, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect to you, collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, how can they get in contact with you?
Yeah, sure. Find me on social media, either on Instagram at ELENARAJAN, Elena Rajan, or on Facebook, you can find me Elena Rajan Beatty, Beatty, last name.
Awesome. I love it. So listen, I want to say three things to you. First, thank you for your time because you left your job. Now you got more control of your time. So now you know how, time is our precious commodity, right? So thank you for your time. Secondly, thank you for your story. Thank you for your gift. And what I call is a gift. I think you gave us a gift of your transparency, even your vulnerability, just coming from an organic place. Thank you so much because stories impact people on so many different levels. And so I thank you for sharing your story. And lastly, I won't say most of all, but it's very important. Thank you for your perspective, for your mindset, the way you think, and bringing that mindset to this platform. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for coming through.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. But listen, y'all heard Miss Elena. You got the nuggets, you got the gems, you heard the journey, you heard accountability. So listen, check the show notes, get in contact with her, do some deals with her, build some relationships, right? But definitely make sure you are subscribed here. Because I keep telling you, we're going to bring up amazing people just like Miss Elena. So, ma'am, thank you again. And everyone else, y'all have a fantastic day.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.